Fathers, what moment made your life fall apart? I thought I was doing all right. Nothing fancy. Drove trucks for a living. Long hours, but steady money. My girl Rachel stayed home with our daughter Emily. She was 7. Sweetest kid in the world. Loved drawing little animals and taping them on the fridge. I'd get home late and she'd run to the door with crayons on her hands. Made everything worth it. Then Rachel started saying I wasn't around enough. Said Emily needed stability, whatever that meant. I told her that's why I busted my ass 12 hours a day. So we had food, rent, clothes. She just shook her head. Money doesn't raise a kid. I let it go at first. I figured she was just tired. One night I got home and saw suitcases by the door. My stomach dropped. What's this? I asked. Rachel didn't even look at me. We're going to my sister's for a while, she said. Emily was sitting on the couch, clutching her stuffed rabbit, looking confused. I crouched down. You going too, Bug? She nodded, eyes wide. I looked back at Rachel. For how long? She said, flat as stone. Until I decide if this is working. The next few weeks were hell. I'd call and Rachel wouldn't answer. When she did, it was short, cold. Emily's fine. She doesn't ask about you. That one gutted me. I'd sit in my truck at the depot, phone in my hand, just staring. Felt like my chest was being ripped open. Then I got a letter. Custody papers. Rachel wanted full custody. Claimed I was emotionally unavailable and unfit because of my work schedule. I laughed when I read it. Laughed like a crazy man. I called her and shouted, "Are you out of your mind?" She hung up. I hired a lawyer I couldn't afford. Sold my watch, sold my guitar, anything. I wasn't losing my kid. The hearing started. Rachel sat across the room in her neat little blazer, acting like she'd rehearsed it all. Talking about how Emily cried at night because I was never home. How I chose work over family. I wanted to stand up and scream. The worst was when Emily got called in to talk with some court lady. I wasn't allowed in the room. I just sat in the hallway staring at the wall while my little girl was asked who she wanted to live with. When she came out, she wouldn't meet my eyes. She just held her rabbit and walked straight to Rachel. I thought I was gonna pass out right there. The judge leaned toward Rachel's side. Said kids need their mothers. Said my hours were unstable. My lawyer argued I could adjust, take local routes, be home more. Didn't matter. Rachel had already painted me as a stranger in my own daughter's life. The final hearing, I'll never forget it. Rachel talked about wanting Emily in a calm environment. Said I was too volatile. That's when I snapped. I stood up and shouted across the courtroom. Volatile? You're the one ripping her away from her dad. The judge banged his gavel. Told me to sit down or be removed. My lawyer tugged my sleeve, whispering, "Don't make it worse." I sat, shaking all over. My hands were fists on the table. I stared at Emily's little drawings Rachel had stuffed into her folder, using them like props. Those drawings used to hang on our fridge. Now they were evidence against me. In the end, the judge gave Rachel primary custody. I got weekends, like I was some uncle. When we left the courthouse, Emily walked between us. She looked up at me and whispered, "Why aren't you coming home with us?" My throat closed. I wanted to tell her I fought, that I tried everything, but Rachel yanked her hand and pulled her toward the car. I just stood there on the courthouse steps, empty, watching the taillights disappear.